Welcome to Qigong in your PJs. So, hope you're wearing nice, loose clothes, comfy clothes. That's the idea behind it. Today, we're going to continue in the next half hour to do gentle movements that are guided by the mind and the breath. So, we're going to connect the three hearts today: our mind, our place of spirit, our actual heart level, the place of our compassion and love, and our physical being, our vitality and essence in that lower dantian. I've had many teachers who have said Qigong is balancing those three hearts to become one. So that's the goal of the day. We've spent time in the past doing exercises for lung and for immunity. And today, with the crisis that's going on, with what's happening around us, I feel like I need to support my heart spirit a little more. So we're going to support the heart, the organ, the channel, and all the levels of the heart, because we are multidimensional. So today we'll also add a little bit of balance and perhaps some flexibility. The movements have been very gentle, easygoing. Remember, you can sit in a chair and perform all the exercises. We can modify it. Or if it's possible, stand and sit if you find yourself tired at all. The lovely thing about Qigong is it can be done anywhere, even in bed. So find yourself in a comfortable place. We're going to start with a quiet checking inward meditation. Your feet are going to be hip distance apart, and I want you to imagine your connection to the earth. Your knees are soft, so they're not locked. That way, gravity, we come closer to gravity. We can actually pull the breath down. And your spine is relatively straight. You want to drop your tail or drop your tailbone down. You want to open up the chest by bringing your shoulders back, but don't go into an unnatural posture. Your shoulders are relaxed. Think about the shoulder blades dropping down along the back of the rib cage. And your chin is slightly tucked back. Imagine you just put your index finger and give a little light tap to push your chin back to align your spine in the cervical, the neck area. The top of your head reaches up towards the sky. So we're going to connect with Mother Earth and Father Sky. I want your arms to be relaxed, space underneath the armpits, space between the fingers. So this is just a quiet standing meditation pose or seated pose. If you're seated, I want you to be towards the front of your chair, the edge of your chair, so you're using your core muscles. And you're going to lift the crown of your head up to the heavens and connect back down to the earth, making space and openness between all the bones in your spine, the bones in your skull, the bones in your fingers, your toes, everywhere in the body. And I want you to notice your breath. As you inhale, where does your breath go? If possible, you want to inhale, expanding the abdomen and pulling the breath downward towards that lower dantian. But it's important not to force this. That just comes over time, being conscious of our breathing patterns. So you're inhaling, you're noticing your breath, you're noticing how you feel in your body. Again, thinking about practice today, we're going to pay a little extra attention to the heart. So as you breathe in, imagine breathing in a rose color into the area of the heart. Surround the heart with rose, with love, with warmth. Feel it swell and warm and be open as you take in breath, and thank your heart for all its hard work. Lift the corners of your mouth and smile onto your heart, knowing it is the ruler of the body, thanking it for all its hard work. The heart is always at work. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to our space. We're going to start off just activating the body a little bit for movement. So we carry a lot of tension in the shoulder areas. Last week we did some shaking. We're going to do a little combo thing. When we tense the body really tight and let go, we can often let go of that tension. So I want you to inhale, bringing your shoulders up to your ears, which is what we do when we're carrying heavy weight or we're anxious. And then release, letting go. Good. Inhale, coming up. Breathing in deeply through the nose. And then exhale, letting go. And one more time. And release. Good, and I want you to, if you remember last week or you didn't join us, we're going to just do a light shaking so you can come off on your toes and let that action just move your entire body. Very nice and gentle. You wouldn't want to be hearing this on your floor as you do it. And today we're going to add a little bit of our voice. So our voice often needs to let go and release what we're holding. So taking a breath in and make some kind of sound that feels comfortable. Ready to begin. So we're in Qigong stance. Again, you're seated at the front of your chair. Your legs are hip distance apart. Your fingertips are towards one another. And we're going to do propping up the sky. So we're going to inhale, bringing up energy from the earth, turning at the chest and connecting overhead with the heavens. And then breathe out as your hands come down to the side. So inhaling as you come up. And then letting go, breathing out through the mouth or through the nose, whatever feels comfortable. As you do this, be aware of leaving your shoulders down. You don't want to bring those trapezius muscles into action. One more. Coming back to that first posture. And now we're going to reverse it. We're going to gather up the chi all around us, bringing in heaven's chi, connecting with the crown of our head, and breathing out as we let that heavy energy sink back down to the earth, separating below the waist. Again, we're going to inhale. Breathing out, connecting your mind and your heart and your essence. And one more. And we'll come back to that harmonizing breath. If you need to move around, shake your feet out. If standing in one place is hard for you, it's good to get a little motion in between. Taking that breath, letting your weight sink down, that's grounding. It's also really good when anger comes up for you. You know how anger kind of boils up and raises up in the body? So that's going to sink that emotion and let it connect back within us, clearing through the heart and through our physical being. Anger's cool, we need it at times, but we don't want it overwhelming our life. Okay. The next exercise, I want to focus a little more on heart energy. So again, you've got your feet in Qigong stance and your knees are soft. You're going to inhale, bringing your hands up to the sides of the ribs. As you exhale, you're going to let your fingers come forward. Now, you're going to start with the pinky and you're going to make a fist. Turning the palms up, inhaling, pulling back, opening up the chest. And again, you're going to breathe out, sending your energy forward. Inhale. Opening up your heart. Breathing out as if you could fly, sort of Superman style. Starting with the pinky, you pull back. That's where the heart channel runs. And one more time. Your arms can be in alignment with your shoulders as you do this exercise. Pulling back, inhaling. And exhale, arms down. And harmonize. Good. All right. We're going to start off working also next on lungs and on the heart. And we've done this one before. It is among my favorites. So we're going to inhale, gathering up energy that surrounds us, bringing in heaven's energy into prayer position. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that down to the level of the heart. Now you're going to inhale, coming forward with the hands separating from the pinky outward. And exhale down. So again, we're going to inhale, gathering up energy, universal energy into prayer position. Breathe out down to the level of the heart. If you can, elbows are parallel to the floor. Inhale, bringing your hands forward, opening from the pinky outward like a book. To the sides, wrists remain flexed. Exhale down. Inhale. And then letting go to the heart. Taking another breath, separating pinkies outward, and exhale down. And one more. And then harmonize. The next exercise also pertains to the heart. Here there may be a little bit of a balance challenge. So if it feels more secure, you can hold on to a chair, but I'm going to give you a variation so you can still connect with the earth if you're working on balance issues. Again, you're going to have a loose fist and you're going to be at the rib cage. This exercise is called Gentle Heart Rocks. You're going to come up on one foot and balance. If this is difficult, leave your toe down for balance. If you lose your balance in the exercise, it's not a big deal. Just put your foot down. Okay. So here we go. We're going to inhale. Foot is up or toe is just resting. As you breathe out, put your heel down, shift your weight forward, and extend your fingers again. Now you're going to sit back, turn your palms up, and open up the chest. Good, so you're going to breathe out. Hold it for a beat. Turn the palms, inhale. If you're modifying this, as you sit back, bring your toe back, just resting on the ground. You can do this still in a chair as well. So breathing out, extending your energy beyond yourself, beyond your room. And we're going to do one more. Breathe out, put your foot down, and we're going to change sides because, of course, we know the channels run on both sides of the body. So again, toe can be down. We're going to inhale. Breathe out, putting your heel down, your toe down, shifting forward. Make sure you don't lean into it. Drop your weight in between your legs. Sitting back. Shifting forward again. Remember, imagine you could shoot sparks out of your fingers, extending your being beyond. Turn the palms as your toes come up, then opening up the chest. And last one, heel, toe, Turn the palms, shifting back. Balancing now center weighted and harmonize. I want you to separate your feet just a little wider than that hip distance. Remember, we talked horse stance, or maybe you haven't tuned in. So your feet are a little wider than where your hips or shoulders are, depending on how you're built. Your knees are soft, and you're going to imagine sitting on a ball or on a horse. So you're using your inner thigh muscles. And again, with the knees soft, you're dropping your weight back down to earth. So your tailbone is dropped down. And I want you to imagine hugging a tree. I'm in need of trees these days. Not many trees in Manhattan out my window. In fact, no trees. So I'm going to feel my feet firmly planted on the earth. Last week we did one arm at a time. Today, for time's sake, we're going to do 2 arms. It's the New York method. So elbows are dropped. You don't want to engage your trapezius muscles. You're across from the heart. And we're going to lift our arms, inhaling, dropping the arms down, opening up the chest so energy can flow. And then exhale, coming back center. Inhale and open. Exhale. And one more. Again, elbows are down. If you hold this posture, you are reconnecting strongly with the earth, and that actually helps build bone. They've done studies, and this is beneficial to anyone with osteoporosis. So you're connecting a kidney point. Kidneys are important for building bone in the body. They're our essence, our structure. And you're supporting that point on the bottom of the foot with the earth, bringing in earth energy, building bone. So this is a practice, a quiet practice you can add daily, increasing your time each day. Drop the hands, slide the foot in, and harmonize. I had 2 other exercises I really wanted to do, and trying to decide which one, because there's only time for one. We're going to do horse stance, a little wider if you can than from pony stance. Again, knees are soft, so your weight is down. We're going to connect the heart and the kidneys. So kidneys are around waist level. Put one arm behind you. If that is difficult for you, you can hold the lower dantian. But if you can, reach behind with the idea of connecting the kidneys and the heart. Feet are across. What you're going to do is the arm that's raised, you're going to shift into that leg and move the arm out almost like you're doing a little elbow poke. Then you're going to breathe out as if you're gliding your hand through water, coming up to the level of the heart. Turn the palm over and come back to center. So you're going to inhale, breathe out. See if you can imagine and feel the water, the resistance as you go across. And coming back to center. Inhale, breathe out as you shift your weight, coming back to your middle. And back center. And we're going to change sides. So again, elbow is the level of the heart. Fingers are open. Back of the hand reaches towards the kidneys. We're going to inhale as you move to the other side. Breathe out, coming across and center. Inhale as you shift. Exhale, coming across and back to the middle. One more time. Drop your hands, step in, making sure I'm in the frame, I can't look at the picture, and take a harmonizing breath. In fact, take another harmonizing breath. And one more. And this time, bring your hands into prayer position. And stop for a moment at the level of the heart. Then continuing down to the lower dantian, placing one hand on top of another. Putting back the energy that you built up in this room and your palms throughout your body. Connecting with your source, with your vitality. Close your eyes for a moment and be with yourself. Notice how you feel. Notice your breath, your heart spirit. When you're ready, open your eyes and come back into our space. If you have questions about any of the movements, about Qigong, go to my website, DoreenHyman.com. You'll find it on this page. Write to me. Let me know your thoughts. Any feedback is welcome. Any areas you want to be working on, if you write to me, I'll incorporate it in our practice. And if there's just anything I'm not addressing, please let me know. That's DoreenHyman.com. Also know that these days I am doing sessions, so if there are issues that come up to you, Chinese medicine, polarity, exercises, nutrition, all of this can combine to make us healthier within our bodies, within our being. So I hope you will look at the tape again, maybe spend some time practicing, choose one exercise, do the whole thing again. Take time to breathe, to connect inward, to feel the connection between the three hearts. It's so important that we remain in balance. and that we stop and breathe and find some moments of joy and what brings us relief and pleasure in our life. Because among this craziness out there, that exists as well. So look within to find that. I hope to see you in cyberspace the next week. Thank you and blessings.